Coinbase. So this is a bullish looking stock. Let's dive into it here. We're going to set up some parameters, but figure out what it usually moves in a month. So on average about $40. So, and if we look at the last month, very bullish. Cleared all these previous wicks out, which is pretty crazy to be honest, but yeah, you can see all this resistance it completely annihilated. So, and then closed very strong to end the month. So that plus this, I would, being above this daily moving average, I would say Coinbase is very bullish. So looking for a buy position. Then we know that it moves about $40 in a month, so I'm going to delete this for now. We're going to put this here. This is going to be the monthly low, and we can always change this if we need, but we'll start it at about 80 bucks. Just see, price likes whole numbers. Actually, we'll put it at 90. We're kind of right where it is right now. We'll just see. So if 90 is the bottom of the month, we'll write that here. And then 130 is going to be the high for the month, because it moves about $40. So monthly high. It's 130. Okay, perfect. So this is our monthly range. I like to break everything down on a monthly basis so I know what I'm looking at and what I can expect and target. So, and get the most out of my, if I take one entry this month, I want it to get the most. I want to make the most money I can off it. So this is my monthly range. It's $40 here. So you can see that the previous day it did close above 90. Price always likes whole numbers, especially stocks. I find stocks really like whole numbers. So that's where a lot of people place entries and take profits. So anytime you can focus on a whole number, it'll usually serve you pretty well. So first thing that jumps out to me though is this bullish leg. So it moved quite a bit, all the way from roughly 50 bucks all the way up to like 110 without any pullbacks, any real resistance or anything. So there's a good chance that this pulls back a bit. You can see there it already did pullbacks. We're gonna adjust this to here. I like to put my fibs where it starts and where there hasn't been any sort of retracement. So starting from here, there's been zero retracement. So a retracement area is right here between 50% and the 618. It also lines up with this previous high here. So that's a little bit interesting. You can see some wicks in this area. So as of right now, this is a decent area. But again, it seems to be resisting at the $90, so $90 level so far. So we'll keep this in mind. We can extend it over. We can see there's some wicks here. There was some previous support. So, right at kind of about the $80 level, right in this zone here, might be something to consider. As of right now, we're looking at, the 90 because it's holding. So now what we need to look for before we place any sort of entry or consider one is bullish momentum coming back in the market. So right now you can see there's a ton of bearish structure. You got lower highs, lower lows. You can see like this staircase all the way down kind of thing. So lower high, lower low, right? So it's about to touch this 1 hour moving average. We'll see if it resists it. But if I need price to, even if I was to buy price, let's say now at the $90 level, for me to consider it, which there is some resistance here on the 4 hour, and because stocks, the markets are only open for 8 hours a day kind of thing, 5 days a week, there's really only 2 4-hour candles in a day that makes up the daily candle for the stocks. So you got to keep that in mind, because sometimes it does trade different than Forex or crypto. So I always like to just keep that in mind. But anyways, so you got this zone here, this 4 hour zone, that would not be the worst area to buy from, but I want to wait for some bullish structure to take place. So right now, price is below this 30-minute moving average. I want it to cross over the moving average, and then I want it to stay above the moving average and essentially resist the moving average and keep going back up. So for that to happen, we need to set an alert. A couple things need to happen. So set an alert. I don't want to even look at this really until price crosses back over that 30-minute moving average. If price is not above the 30-minute moving average, it's not bullish enough for me to want to buy it. So there's that. And then we obviously need price to not break this zone. That would be good. So a few more rejections, maybe tomorrow and the next day, maybe Friday. Yeah, so like the rest of the week, you know, for price to not break this zone would be good. And then we need some, yeah, like bullish structure to take place. So higher highs, higher lows. And then I'd like to see like a big bullish engulfing candle. Like even tomorrow, if price opens, I'd like it to just completely, I'd like basically this exact candle, but right here at this zone where there's some wicks right now, and it's a whole level. So I would like to see something like that, and then I could target the monthly range. So we're going to target, you know, this is going to be our goal for the end of the month, starting now to the end of the month. This is kind of the position we're looking at here, something like this. Now if price breaks this zone, then I am looking to, you know, get in on this zone here, but I don't have the, if you look on the Fibonacci, I guess I could set it up, but I don't use the 30% zone, but I guess I could include it. 38, yeah, so it's right at the 38 right now, so that's kind of what I figured. I'll keep this on here, but I don't usually use the 38.2 level, but I mean it is very common as well. For me, it's not deep enough of a retracement, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that deep of a retracement. If price is very bullish, which I do believe this is, it's not necessarily going to pull back all the way to 50% or 618. So the 382 level here is actually a good suggestion to have on here, and you can see it's lining up perfect. So there's a very good chance that, you know, $90 is our best entry, to be honest. But like I said, we're gonna have to wait for some bullish structure to set up. We need higher highs, higher lows. On the 1 hour, I need price to cross over this 30-minute moving average and stay above it. And then I'll know that the bulls have re-entered the market, and I'm gonna target all the way up here. You know, try to get at least a, you know, 8R ratio, 8 risk to reward here, 1 to 8. So that is the goal for Coinbase.